Hello everybody, this is Musical Droopy and I'm making this video to explain how I teach my students the scarf dance for Danse Macabre. First of all, I pass out scarves to the class. I have the same number of fluorescent yellow scarves as I do fluorescent pink scarves, and I divide the class into two by color of the scarves. And the yellow scarves are skeletons and the pink scarves are ghosts. I allow the students to trade if they want to, but I only give them about 10 seconds. So the way this starts out, the students are scattered around the room. They are laying down on the floor and they are covering their top part of their body with the scarves. And the black lights are on. And I start off, I start the video, and the clock strikes 12. You'll hear the harp play 12 times. Then on the 12th time, I ask them to rise up, and then they take 7 short little steps, and then they all pretend to play the violin with their scarves. Now right here, only the skeletons are allowed to move their scarf. They are not allowed to travel around the room. Only staying in one place, they can use their hand to move their scarf and their arm. Then the ghosts have a turn. Then the skeletons have another turn. Now, while the skeletons are having a turn, the ghosts have to be still. While the ghosts are having their turn, the skeletons have to be still. All right, same for the skeletons and the ghosts. Right here, they all get to participate and do the violin playing with the scarf. Now, right here is the first time the students are allowed to travel around the room. So if they have a yellow scarf, I let them travel around the room and use their scarf and move to the music. And then the ghosts get their turn. Skeletons get their turn. Also, I point out that this is the first time you hear xylophones. Another place where everybody gets to pretend they're playing violin. Right here is kind of different. What I used to do at this point is I let the skeletons go to the middle of the floor, usually where my carpet is, and the ghosts go around the skeletons in a circle. I usually lead them, and we swing our scarves above the heads of the skeletons while we're going in a circle around the skeletons. And it's pretty fun. Then all of a sudden I tell the students to take their scarf and hold it kind of like a treat basket at Halloween, a treat bucket, and just tilt it from side to side. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, and right here, every time they hear the triangle, we swing our scarves up in the air. And then right here, what we do is I usually let the ghosts take their scarf, and they're allowed to move. The skeletons are not, but they can also go around the skeletons' heads with their scarf, kind of like a ghost would do or something. I don't know. It's kind of fun. They like it. Right here, the skeletons do their arms up and down, up and down. Now in this part, I tell them to start looking for a partner. Everybody is allowed to move. And when we get to this certain part, they should already have a partner. What's going to happen is each person is going to hold their partner's scarf, and their partner is going to hold their scarf. So they will have 2 scarves in their hands connected to their partner, and they will kind of like a tug of war go back and forth, alternating arms, back and forth, back and forth. Now, when you hear the timpani, the students take their scarf back to themselves, and they emulate playing a timpani. Bump, 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 bump. And then they'll put their scarf high in the air and twirl it down. Then they'll play the timpani again, and then do the twirl down on that part. Now, right here, everybody is allowed to pretend to play violins. And here's a special violin because there's a solo right here. Before we do it, I tell the students to put your imaginary violin under your chin, get your scarf. Let's play a solo. All right, and then after the solo, the wind starts to pick up and blow in the music, or at least it sounds like it to me. So I tell the students to take their scarves and blow it into the air as high as they can make it happen. And then finally, the rest of this piece, after, when the crescendo begins, I get the students to line up behind me. They grab my scarf. Well, the student behind me grabs my scarf, and then so on all the way to the back. Each person is grabbing the person's scarf in front of them, making one long scarf line. And we go around the room. I like to do shapes. I like to do the kind of the cinnamon roll, and then I'll go out of it, and the students will all get to walk past the other students that are just now getting to do the cinnamon roll, or the whatever you want to call it. We go around the room, and then we go faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. And then all of a sudden, when we get to right here to the fermata and the rooster crowing, we freeze. And then we emulate playing a violin right here with the tremolo pattern here. And then we get our violins ready under our chin for one last solo. And then finally we walk back to our grave where they lay down and they put their scarves over their head for the last time. And we do this every single year. The students always look forward to it. I started as young as kinder. The only part that's hard for kinder is right in here. This is really difficult. So you have to kind of just, maybe hold hands. I don't know. It's really hard. Kinder, it's hard for them to do it. So maybe like do it ahead of time so they can see how to do it before you begin the music. Other parts that are kind of hard. This part's kind of hard for some of the students to back and forth. So I try to get it a little early, like right in here. We start prepping for it. Kind of tricky. But it's really fun. The students really like it. So if you have any questions, just put them in the comments. I'll be glad. I've done this all the way from kinder to 5th. It's a lot of fun. Every year they want to do it again. All right, so thanks for watching the video. I appreciate it.